Okay, everyone, I'm here to talk about virtual storage, and I'm going to talk about three different tools. The first tool we're going to talk about is the Google Drive. Um, Google Drive is a virtual storage tool that's put on by Google, obviously, and we'll give you a quick little walkthrough on its functions. So first thing you need to do is go to drive.google.com. And it'll bring up this main page here. Go ahead and click on Go to Google Drive, and then you need to set up an account. Now, a little bit of information: if you have a Gmail account, you already have a Google Drive. So you would just enter your Gmail information here, like you're trying to sign into Gmail, and your Google Drive would just open up. But if you don't have a Gmail, you can click here on Create an Account, and you can fill out the information here, follow it step by step. The only thing I really want to show you here is it makes it seem like you need to use Gmail because they want you to sign up for their program. But this is a completely free service, and you don't need to have Gmail to use it. You can just press this button here, and it'll let you put whatever email address you have in here. As FYI. All right, so I'm going to click on sign in instead, and I'm going to enter my information. And get this going. Okay, we're on the main page, the main interface here for the Google Drive. So let me show you the main parts of this interface, and then I'll show you how to really get things going. We'll start here on the left-hand side. Right here is the plus sign. This is where you're going to use to add information if you were to upload information. You click on it and options show up. You can add a folder, you can upload an individual file, or you can upload a full folder. Also in this option menu are some of the Google apps that come with this particular program. I'll get to those a little bit later. Next you have your My Drive information. It just shows you everything that you have on the drive. Right now this is an empty drive, so there's nothing on here. As you can see here, Google Drive does come with 15 gigabytes of storage for free, which is a great amount of storage, but it's not very good for backing up your computer. You can also sync other devices to your Google Drive, but to do that you would not be able to use the free function. Really, you would have to pay for more gigabytes. And right now I'm just showing you the free functionalities. The next tab you have here is a shared with me. People can share their files from their Google Drives with you, and they will appear on your shared with me folder. So say you are an instructor and you are sharing your files with your students, this is where they would see it, or vice versa. Recent files, all I have here is the getting started PDF that Google Standard gives you. Starred, you can highlight files and as special or that you want to have attention. Trash, things that you've deleted. Backups, once again, as I said, you can use this to back up other devices other than computers, but 15 gigabytes of storage is not a ton on the free function. So, okay, and then over here we've got the help drop down, as well as your settings, basic setting changes, language, online, offline capabilities, privacy terms. Nothing too crazy. Here we have the Google Apps. Since this is a Google program, it works with all Google apps. As I said, if you have a Gmail account already, you're already in the system. So YouTube, Gmail, your calendar, photos, all the Google apps work work with this program. But we're specifically talking about virtual storage today, so I'm just showing you that. There are two ways to upload data onto your Google Drive. The first way, as I briefly mentioned earlier, is going to the New button and choosing what you would like to upload, whether it be a full folder or an individual file. You click on what you'd like to upload, then you click the file you'd like to upload, and then you hit open. And as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, the file is uploaded. Another way that you can add files is via a drag and drop. So if you were to just bring up a folder on your computer, another way that you can add files to the Google Drive is via dragging and dropping. So since this window is active right now, I can just minimize it. Okay. Another way that you can add files is via dragging and dropping. Currently this window is active, so all I need to do is minimize it and then pull up a file that I'm off of my computer that I'd like to add. I drag it directly from my desktop onto the active window here on Google Drive, and it uploads. You can do the same with folders. Drag and drop. So that's another wonderful addition. Now I'm going to upload a couple more files just so I can show you a couple of functions. So let me upload just 2 more files here, and once they're uploaded, I will show you how you can utilize the search function here on the Google Drive. So I'm actually going to create a folder and name it example, and I'm going to drag and drop the one of the photos into the example folder. That's one way to organize. A second way to organize is to right-click on a photo and or file, sorry, and then click on the Move To button. It will ask you where you'd like to move it to. Here I'm clicking on the example folder, and I click Move. Of course, it's much easier to drag and drop, but just to show you how to do everything. And then now that I've got things a little moved around a bit so you can see, I will use the search folder and search for one of those images that I just moved. And let's type in Jan. And as you can see, all images with the January title are brought up. So it's just a great way to look for files. These 2 files are in the folder. This one is not, as you'll see when I clear this out. And we go back to the main drive. And but now you can easily find it. Also, the quick access files pop up here on the top. So anything that you've accessed recently is here on the top. You can always turn off your quick access if you're not interested in having that. But that can be done through your settings. So those are the basics of uploading a file and organizing files on your Google Drive. The next thing that is actually best for people in the world of education is being able to send files out to people. So to send a file, you click on the file and then right-click it and go down to the share option. Now, there are 2 options for sharing files. The first option is to list emails of people you would like to share this file with. So I'll just use my own email, and then you can add a note and say, hey, this is a file, check it out, and then send it to them, and they will receive a link to the file. Let me cancel that out. Another option to share if you don't have everyone's emails readily available is to right-click and click on Get a Shareable Link. It'll create a shareable link that'll automatically be saved onto your clipboard, so you can just paste that link in an email. As you can see, I just pasted it in the search bar so you can see. And anyone who has that link will have access to the file, or for a folder, you can do the exact same thing. Share, get a shareable link. One more way that you can share data with others is if you were to open the file in a viewing screen like this, and if you decided, oh, I want to share this with someone, you click on the three dots in the upper right-hand corner, and you click the share button again. Now, in this screen, to get a shareable link, as you can see, wasn't on the drop-down menu, but it is here. So you would click on to get a shareable link, and you can copy the link. It's not automatically added to your clipboard necessarily, so you can copy the link. Or you can go by adding the email addresses of other individuals. Okay, so that is how you share information. Now we're going to do the flip side, and we're going to assume that the files that I have on this computer were shared with me. So I'm going to choose this file here and assume that it was shared with me, and that I want to download it and save it for my files on my personal computer. So the way you do that is over here in the upper right hand corner, there is the download button, and you can click on it, and it will download to wherever you've designated on your computer as your download location. You can also print from here and add comments to the photo or file. Another way that you can download the data is to right-click. I'll do it with a folder just so you can see that it can be done with both a folder and an individual file, and then you hit the download button. So those are the basics on how to upload, share, and download with the Google Drive. Okay, that's basically it. Giving you the basics of doing Google Drive. It's a wonderful virtual storage. Last but not least, logging out in the upper right-hand corner. You're going to click on your Google account name and sign out. And then you're good. Have a great day.